Hey there everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope everybody's having a good whatever day you're watching this out there. It is an absolutely beautiful day here. Nothing but blue skies. Our temperatures have dropped back down. It was about 42 last night, 42 degrees Fahrenheit. What is that? 5, 6, maybe like 8 or so? I don't know. I don't know my Celsius that well, but anyhow, today I thought I'd share a little video with you about gaining weight on a raw food diet. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you haven't already done it, please go down there now and hit that red button, then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. This is like maybe a little bit different than what you were expecting when you clicked on this. I've done this before, but from more of a theoretical aspect, just talking about why people gain weight or why or how and whatever. But I'm talking about this personal for me. Like I've decided with this winter coming on, I'm gonna fatten myself up a little bit over the winter. Actually, that's just an old saying. I don't want to fatten myself up over the winter, but I'm gonna put some weight on. You know, I've kind of been doing this thing. Let's see, I've been, doing it for about 6.5 years now, and it's been kind of cool. When you've been like a big guy your whole life, I mean, perspective-wise, I was a fat kid. I lost weight to where I wasn't a fat kid anymore, but I was still big throughout high school. You know, I'm 6'2". I probably graduated high school about 195 pounds, got to Auburn University, I hit the weight room there, and everybody ate steroids back in those days. Now, I wasn't doing them like some of the people did, but I did do at least 3 or 4 cycles and ate a lot, and our methods were totally crazy back there. I just ate ungodly stuff. I'd drink a case of beer and go eat 2 pounds of steak at the A&P at 2 o'clock in the morning, but always have been a big guy. I was about anywhere from 215 to 245 in college. When I got out of college, I started slimming down, and then through the years, I dropped probably 25 years ago below 200. And then I would I know every once in a while my weight would get over that. So, oh, and also too, just a little bit more perspective. Before I came to this lifestyle, I would get, at certain times I'd get a little bit healthier, get to working on the body, going to the gym, doing my cardio, and I'd get pretty cut and ripped looking at 180, which is about 20 pounds heavier than, or 20 so pounds heavier than where I'm sitting right now. So I've always been a big guy. So when I first got in this and my weight just plummeted because I didn't know what I was doing, it can be kind of seductive. If you've been big all your life, it may seem odd, but it's just, I actually thought it was really cool how skinny I could get it, those first few months, the year or two. But then after a while, things settled in. I learned, learned a little bit more about how it all fits into my health and whatever. And I, kind of got tired of being this little skinny dude. I kind of want to get back to being man size, being myself. Now, a lot of it has to do with, and like I say, everything I do is just with my logic, my reasoning. I just don't like, I'm always thinking like, what if I got in a car wreck? What if I had trauma or hit? I had pretty skinny, I need to look, I don't even have any padding, insulation to take a hit there. So I'm going to make a conscious effort this winter to put some weight on. And then when spring rolls around and I'm tempted and I'm just wanting to go off in bliss with nothing but watermelon juice all day and a few things, I'm going to be disciplined and I'm going to make sure that I keep that weight on, or maybe even gain a couple of pounds during the warm weather. But now what I plan to do is just going to be a matter of consistency. Consistency. And to be honest, like I say, I always say this, and this is just me, this is just my opinions coming about it, but this whole weight gain thing on a raw food diet, I don't get it. I totally cannot understand or process unwanted weight gain because of my experience and my belief in the numbers, the odds, statistics. Listen, if I'm staying fully raw, when I'm fully raw, and like in Costa Rica, when I was in the heat and it was fully raw, I felt like I had to work every day, make sure I got every bite in every day just to maintain a weight. And you know what would routinely get me And that's why I'm going to talk about the consistency, is as I would do that for a while. And then I'd have a week or something where I'm busy or thinking or whatever. And it wasn't like I said, okay, I'm not going to eat. And I missed some calories every day for 4 or 5 or 6 days. Boom, all of a sudden my weight's gone down. So I'm sorry, it's like I got to see it. I got to really see it. I'm not trying to call anybody or that they're bluffing, but when this many people are telling you that they can't lose weight or they're gaining weight on a raw food diet, I just can't buy that, because statistics don't lie. Odds don't lie. There's only going to statistically be X amount of people that can't lose weight for medical reasons. There's only going to be a very small X amount of people that can't lose weight on this raw food diet without maybe doing some different things. And I know there's some hormonal issues, and I know there's like thyroid and what have you, but not in the numbers that we see out there. If we compared the real numbers to what we see out there from people, you know, just watching videos and making comments, you'd think that 30 or 40% of our population loses weight and they can't help it. So listen, it's basic 101. You'll figure it out when you decide to figure it out. And, you know, every time you talk about weight, that's one of those emotional subjects. People will say this and that, or they feel like this, or you shouldn't or should. Let me tell you something. As harsh as it may sound, reality, and I've said this before, reality don't give a shit about your feelings. Your feelings don't matter about anything to reality. If you do something, you're going to get the consequence of that. That is the reality of it. So, what's my plan going to be? In fact, it's not going to be 100% raw, which I've been telling you over and over and over. I'm not that focused on 100% raw in the States. Now, don't go to the other side of that. Some people can't, they don't know that gray in between. That doesn't mean I'm eating a whole ton of cooked food, but I will eat my cooked food. And the mentality I have is I'm not going to miss calories. I'm never going, well, I can't say never. There could be a day, but I'm not going to miss calories. The consistency is what's going to get me there. It's not going to be oh, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. It's the consistency. I probably will bump up my fat just a little bit, but I normally do that in the winter time anyway. And I'll do a few little every once in a while, extras, like my my shake I made the other night, which I put a couple of room temperature bananas in there, poured just enough water to kind of get it going. Then I put some frozen bananas in there, a little cacao, and a little bit of fresh, I'm talking about out of the machine, just peanuts, peanut butter or almond butter. And whew, for an extra little dessert, that's good. You know, you got some calories in that one. But no, I'm not going to do anything crazy and eat a whole lot, but I'm always going to get my calories. And what that means right now, people are like, how many, do you just live on bananas? Do you do this? I ain't answering banana questions. 2019, I'm going to answer very few banana questions. I eat a lot of bananas because bananas are always something I can get my hands on. I know I can roughly translate, okay, if I eat this amount of bananas, I'm getting my calories in for the day. So the banana is the staple, it makes me sure I get my calories in every day. Now, what I'm doing as much as possible, and I stick to this, is if I feel like I didn't get enough calories during the day, I don't have enough ripe bananas at this particular time, or I just want savory instead of sweet, I'd sweet potatoes. And when I do sweet potatoes, I do big meals of sweet potatoes. I'll steam like 5 sweet potatoes, maybe eat like optimal. I like to eat sweet potatoes and collard greens, because you've got a green in there, works real well together. But yeah, you can bang out some calories with those sweet potatoes. So yeah, like I say, it's basically just going to be me being more aware, being more consistent. And I just haven't been able to maintain that focus in the past. So now I'm just going to set that intention. But like I say, it's not going to be any magic. It's not going to be any special program. It's just going to be day after day, day after day. And I'll figure it out as I go. One thing that I do find that helps me a lot with some of this stuff, and it's the opposite of what I tell other people to do, is I've got a doctor's scale in my bedroom in there. My mom had it back when the doctor really wanted her to lose weight, and she did lose weight, long story. But anyway, I've got a doctor's scale there. I weigh myself a lot. Sometimes I weigh myself every day. Just, because not because I'm fanatic, and not because, yeah, you may have eaten something one day, but at least I kind of see where the scale is, see where it's going, see what direction I'm going in. So anyhow, I woke up and I'm not too bad going into it. I was, but I ate a lot yesterday, so may not be, once it's settled, I may not be that, but I weighed 160 pounds this morning. So going into the winter at 160 pounds, I know without even getting, because I don't want to go nuts. I don't want to take my shirt off in the spring and be all flabby and soft in the middle, look like a dad. I ain't going backwards and having dad bod or nothing. But yeah, just another 5 pounds or so. Just getting up to a solid 165 pounds. Even on down the road, I wouldn't even mind seeing the 170s again. Because hell, I'm getting old, man. I'm getting an old man. I don't want to be so brittle. I need a little extra padding on me. But anyhow, that's just what I'm going to focus on this winter. And you'll see it. You'll see it as I go. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.